Hi, and welcome to this episode of RBC TV's Market Updates. I'm Will Harding, Manager of Global Marketing for Destination Canada. I'm here today with Karl-Heinz Limburg, our Managing Director of the Germany market, who's going to be talking to RBC sellers today about how to sell more and make better connections in the German market. Karl-Heinz, welcome to the show today.
Hello, bonjour, good night. For me, it's already evening.
Well, there you go. In Europe, already speaking multiple languages late in the evening. Thank you for joining us at the end of your day. It's always fantastic to see you.
Thank you.
Let's launch right into it. Karl-Heinz, can you tell us what are three key things that sellers need to know about the German market?
Well, first of all, good news. The German economy is still going pretty well. They expect an increase of 2% for this year. Unemployment is low. Consumer confidence is high, which means people are ready to travel. We have seen, though, a slow start at the beginning of the year in January, which is due to all the turmoils which are going on in the world right now. There was some reluctance, but luckily then it picked up in February again. Talking about that issue, safety is really important these days when it comes to travel. You know, we have so many problems going on in the world, like Turkey, the terror attacks in Turkey.
Yeah.
We have seen Tunisia, we have seen Egypt. Those destinations, you can really say they are almost breaking away this summer. And that is a good chance for North America and Canada in particular. As we all know, Canada is such a safe and great country, and we should see some good traffic out of that. We have had a great year in 2014 with an increase of 5%. Last year was a slight increase, so the forecast from our key accounts for this year is pretty good. Same goes for long haul. Long haul is à la mode now in Germany, so luckily...
That's the second time you've used French today on the show.
Oh, I love French. J'aime le français. Oh, Montreal. Alors, well, what else? Research is telling us we have 4 million Germans who are really keen on going to Canada.
Right.
They just need the final kick. I don't want to tell where to really book a trip to Canada, and hopefully this is going to happen this year. Last but not least, I also wanted to mention that Germany, especially when it comes to long-haul travel, is still a pretty traditional market, which means, sure, people research online, but most of them, when it comes to the actual booking, purchase offline. So that means they go to a travel agency, they are well informed, but they still book with a travel agent. I think that's very important to know for the German market.
Those are three helpful things. Your audio is trailing off just a little bit, Karl-Heinz, so we'll ask you to speak up a little bit louder. After talking to tour operators, I'm sure they've got some advice for you in terms of what makes a good or bad appointment at RBC. Is there one thing that is particularly important to the German market?
I would just put it in one word: relevance. You know, and there are so many products, of course, which are offered by our Canadian suppliers. If you really want to put them into the German or the portfolio of German operators, make sure it's, first of all, relevant for the German market, and secondly, it's export ready. You know, we have a very strong consumer protection in Germany, and Canadian suppliers should know about it. Something which has been promised needs to be delivered by all means. And I think we talk a little bit about products later, so I can mention the products which are hot for the German market.
Okay, well, yeah, absolutely. We'll want to get to that. So you're bringing a very, very healthy delegation of tour operators with you. Great work to the team in Germany for the relationships that we've built up there. Tell me a little bit about this delegation. Are there any new businesses, any businesses that are noteworthy to our sellers? Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, overall we have 33 buyers from Germany, which is pretty good. It's above our goal, actually. And by the way, we have 2 media, very helpful, because these guys are going to write many articles about new products, new developments, campaigns, and whatnot. In terms of operators, we definitely have the big shots, as we call them. Just to mention a few, Der Tour, Meyers Weltreisen, TUI, FTI, then all the medium-sized ones such as Canusa, SK Touristic, CRD, and then we also have small niche operators. Some of them are coming for the second or third time, so rather new to Rendezvous. Companies such as Diamir. So basically, I keep saying there's no Canadian product which is not already in the portfolio of any German tour operator. I think that's pretty good news, and there's room for, I would say, a wide array of Canadian products.
So if most tour operators already carry a great portion of Canada's tourism products on their retail shelves, so to speak, this year with the tour operators that are coming to RVC, what are they going to be particularly interested in buying? Is there any new products or anything new on their radar?
Of course, I mean, every tour operator is always looking for a new product and to make sure to differentiate themselves from their competitors. In terms of new products, it could be, new accommodation, new hotels, new lodges. That's always exciting to have new hotel products. In terms of regions, of course, we have seen a few regions coming up over the past years. Just to name a few, Newfoundland and Labrador, for example, and even Canada's north. You may know that Germans already love to go and see the Yukon, and this is now spreading to the other territories as well. We see a lot of product extension in Manitoba, so it's I would say it's pretty healthy. And let's keep in mind that Germans are explorers. They love to learn new things. They love to learn about, say, native culture as part of a product. So all that should be kept in mind when selling a package to Germans.
Thanks for that, Karl-Heinz. We're running out of time, but is there anything that you'd like to say to our RVC sellers who are really wanting to get more results out of the German trade they work with?
Well, if you want to have success on the German market, and I'm talking about my long experience, I've seen so many companies coming and going, just make sure that you constantly work this market. Attending rendezvous is of course key. You have to do your homework, you have to be in constant contact with them, send them updates via email, maybe come to Germany for sales codes. I would even say consider participation in ITB, which is the largest trade show in Germany, happening early March. I know it is a bit expensive, but it's definitely worthwhile, and be patient. Success doesn't come overnight. We have seen that with so many RTOs who are already successful in Germany. Give it some time if you are new to this market. We have a piece called Introductory Guide to the German Travel Market for you. So if you need any further assistance and in-depth information, let us know and we'll send you that piece.
Well, thank you, Karl-Heinz. That's all the time we have for today. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you next week in Montreal.
Looking forward to coming to Montreal again.
I know, it's going to be a fabulous RVC this year, so it's going to be great to see you and the team there. And everybody who's tuning in today, for more information on the German market, you can certainly go to our corporate site at www.canada.travel/corporate. Lots of research on the German market there. And for those of you who want to know a little bit more about Destination Canada's other markets, you should also visit the RVC website for more RVC TV webisodes updating you on the markets where we do business. I'm Will Harding saying keep exploring. Bye for now.